My name is Jesse, and I am from San Ramon, California. Well, the reason I ended up at Rockside was because I was really in a place where I had kind of given up on myself, just doing a lot of drinking and not much else, just not really even working or doing anything. So a lot of isolating. Eventually, I ended up in a situation where I was basically going to be homeless. Not really knowing what to do with myself, I reached out to some family members, reached out to my brother. He suggested I talk to whoever I could. So I spoke to my uncle, and when he got back to me, he was the one who told me about Rockside because he's good friends with Craig's dad. It sounded to me like it was, well, a program for men whose lives are in crisis. I knew that. I also knew that it was a faith-based program, which was a little bit of an issue for me. I'm not a believer. At the same time, I didn't really have a lot of options, and I thought that it could be a good opportunity not only for me to kind of turn my life around and actually get back to doing something productive and maybe build on that, but also to show my family that I was willing to be as serious as possible about recovery. I think I expected it to be more of a facility than it was. I did know about a lot of the rules as far as things like not having your phone and things like that, so that was an adjustment, but still I was aware of that before I got there. When I first got there, I knew that it was going to be for 8 months, and I remember talking to my uncle, and he was like, it is 8 months. And I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. After a while, you kind of get into the groove of things, and towards the end, actually, I was at the point where I was a little bit sad to be leaving, and going back to the quote-unquote real world. What challenged me the most, I think, was working on myself and my attitudes towards myself, the way I see myself and the way that I see and interact with other people. And I think also another thing that was really cool for me was the fact that being sort of like a non-believer, that the people in the program there welcomed me into their houses and their churches, with open arms, and didn't try to beat me over the head with it or hold it against me. I would say that my faith in people grew and my faith in myself grew. So I graduated and joined the workforce program, and we had already over there and here in California put the wheels in motion for me to come back to California because I wanted to try and get closer to my daughter who lives in the Bay Area. So I wanted to at least get back to California and go from there. Also, I knew that there were some opportunities being offered here that I was hoping to be able to avail myself of. But the house is great, and the guys who are living there right now are really nice people. And I actually work with both of them at the butcher shop and the bakery. At the butcher shop, I am mainly making sandwiches and wrapping up meat orders for people, ringing them up. And then at the bakery now, I'm learning to bake bread. So mainly baking bread in the mornings. My first time ever doing anything like that. Really nice to be able to walk to work in the morning and walk back home when you're done. And I think also it's a really good opportunity. I think another thing I've realized is that when you have an opportunity like that, like a really good opportunity, it's important to apply yourself and make sure that you realize how special it is. I am very grateful. I was just actually thinking about this yesterday. I was like, it wasn't that long ago that I didn't know what I was going to do next. I had no idea where my life was going. In a lot of ways, I still don't, but I have a roof over my head. I'm gainfully employed. I managed to stay busy and interact with people in a healthy and loving environment. That's one of the great things about being here too, is like, if I'm going to stay sober, I know I need to have a community, and there's community here, and it's really a blessing. I would say, first of all, thank you to all the people who support Rockside, and with their donations, with their prayers and wishes, and that you really are making a difference in a lot of people's lives, and in that way, you're kind of changing the world. And I spent years and years drinking and just hiding from the world, and I'm really glad that I'm not doing that anymore. I wasn't going anywhere, and I almost died. Like, I was in the hospital for a long time at one point and almost didn't make it. They had to resuscitate me twice, and I was in a coma for a while, and kidney failure, all that. So to actually be able to come back from that, it's pretty amazing. And it just goes to show that you shouldn't ever give up on yourself. It's never too late, especially if you are willing to get help from other people.